comment section is an absolute goldmine. The best ways you have decentered men. When people tell me their husband isn't helping with their kids, I say, oh, I didn't realize he wasn't their biological father. When a man made fun of me for being a fangirl and going to concerts, but he's a huge football fan who goes to games, I said, guess we both like screaming for men. I refuse to step out of men's path in public. They can move. I assume every professional someone is talking about is a woman. Them. I spoke to the contractor about it. Me. Oh, what did she say? Same with if someone refers to a doctor, lawyer, etc. I never ask my husband what's wrong. He can speak, and also, I do not care. As someone who occasionally has to call children's parents, I always call dad first. Give mom a break. When hiring professionals, I exclusively hire women. Lawyers, doctors, even contractors. I always put women first in all social and work situations. Email, calls, teams, etc. But if I have to call in a favor, I always ask a man first. I try to never speak ill of a woman when in the company of men, no matter who it is. Telling men I like their pixie cuts is my favorite. I live with my husband. I've started matching his energy at home. He's on the couch, I'm on the couch. No more running around like a frantic chicken. I deserve my rest and hobbies too. Yeah, you do. I practice the Bechdel test in my home. What is that? The Bechdel test is a metric for evaluating female representation in film and fiction. To pass, a work must meet 3 basic criteria. It must feature at least 2 named women who have a conversation with each other about something other than a man. Wait, I love this test. I identify men by their wife's name. Example, that's Elizabeth's husband. I'm a paralegal. I address male attorneys by their first name and female attorneys by attorney last name. Stop saying I feel and started saying this is. Example, I feel belittled versus this is belittling. State things as facts so they can't gaslight you. To 2 guys arguing in my office, girls, stop! You're both pretty. I would have paid to see this. Don't be upset with me just because your feminine energy has pushed me into the masculine role. Just told myself that my thoughts have not passed the Bechdel test in months and I felt humiliated. Before doing anything, truly ask yourself if a man would do the same for you. Anytime I start to get a crush, I tell myself a crush is just a lack of information. As soon as I get more information, I'll lose interest. With the right one, you won't, but fair. Rooted the phrase for a man? That's embarrassing. Deep into my psyche. If you're in public and a man won't leave you alone, loudly say, I already told you I don't have any spare change. My husband is a stay-at-home dad. Whenever people ask when he is going back to work, I tell them I prefer my husband doesn't work outside the home. I don't speak with men if they are not attractive. I'm one of 2 women in my office. I put a pink couch in my office so when a man comes in to talk, they have to sit on my big pink couch while I sit behind my big desk. This makes me want to get a pink couch. I went on a blind date with this guy and he was saying the most crazy stuff. Finally, I just started making donkey sounds every time he spoke. At a hardware store, a male associate asked if I needed help and I said, is there a woman associate around? They are normally more knowledgeable. The confusion on his face. I used the word flaccid in everyday convo. Her response to my question was flaccid. I expected more from you. When I see a man with a nice car, boat, motorcycle, etc., I always ask if his wife bought that for him. I remind mine during my period that my testosterone is heightened, so when he says I'm acting like a bitch, I say, no, I'm just acting like a man. When guys say they love Star Wars, I say, oh, that's so cute that you're a Disney adult. Married a woman. Good for you. I said in a meeting, well, that's a bit hysterical. Let's try to get out of our feelings and just be logical to get this done. I'm in construction. A few summers ago, I had about 5 or 6 t-shirts made that just said no on them. Wore them out in the world every day. Women always commented how they loved my shirt and men glared at me. I want one. I compliment women on their intellect and men on whatever item of clothing they have on. When on planes, I compliment mothers as single moms doing a great job. And if they point out the husband, I'll say, oh, then why are you doing everything on your own? Saying relax when they get too verbal. I call every man I encounter baby girl. I absolutely never discipline or correct my daughter when she ignores men who strike up conversations with her in public. So now she just stares awkwardly at them and they go away. This is great parenting. Being asked to cut the cake and pass it out, I, in turn, look for the nearest man and delegate that whole process. The utter horror and confusion. Chaos. Call their cowboy boots kitten heels. When a man mentions his wife, I act shocked. You are married? When I draft a document, I always put the woman's name first and then add, and her spouse. I tip women 20% and men 15. When I worked in childcare and had to call a parent to pick up, I'd call the dad first. Throw around the word emotional. If a man is expressing intense feelings, I ask why he's so emotional. When a man interrupts me, I just keep talking like he doesn't exist. It can get real awkward when neither of us shuts up. You'll never find me taking a man's side. She ran you over? Well, what did you do to elicit that reaction? People don't just run people over, Carl. When I did it, I didn't even know that I was decentering men. I decided to remove romance and dating from my goals and focus on living completely in the present to achieve fulfillment. I bring my daughter to the gym with me at an early session on Saturdays where usually only women show up. She thinks only women lift weights. I love that. I worked in an office of 9 men and me. I noticed I was the only one doing cleaning chores, so I just started telling them to do them. And they all just did. Even my boss. Microaggressive comments. You like his shirt? Tell him you like his blouse. If he's doing a good job, tell him he's being a boy boss. I purposely call men that I want to intimidate by the wrong name, even after they correct me, repetitively until they drive themselves mad. We were pronounced wife and husband at our wedding. Whenever a guy attempts to gaslight me by saying I'm too much, too candid, too bossy, too direct, etc., I go, please stop flirting. I'm a happily married woman. My boss was trying to compare us. Horrible man. I told him the only similarity we have is our height. I got fired, but he's still 5'3". I am a 6'1" woman. Entered a pub and a stranger shouted, Jesus, look at the size of her. Must be a man. I walked over to him, stared at the top of his head and said, aw, pocket size. In meetings, when a woman has an idea, I always follow it up with her name and a compliment, so it's cemented that it was her idea. Like, Rebecca, that's a great idea. When I'm at work and a man says, thank you, dear, or honey, or darling, I smile and say, no problem, Tinky Winky, glad I could help. I often ask myself, would a man apologize for this? And it helps me recenter myself. I've taught my 2 girl children that I only have one strict rule, and I ask them to repeat it to me as our own personal mantra. A man is not a plan. Honestly, this gave me so many good ideas.